Hi, Rob O'Keefe, ROK Real Estate. Today, we are gonna go inside a home on the side of a highway. So we're gonna give you some points to think about when buying by a highway, some points to write off, some points to consider. A lot of times there's some really good discounts to be had, but obviously with limitations. So we're gonna give you the full scoop today. We're gonna give you kind of like a checklist of what to look for and some points to consider when you may or may not be considering buying a home by the highway. The first thing to consider is go to the home at different times of day. Go during commute hours, after hours. This is very important. And the only way to do this is to actually visit the home in person at different times of day. The other point to consider is map out your commute. You might have a little bit of busy traffic here on the highway where you just may not be able to get out. There could be backed up traffic that you just may not want to deal with. It's important to know is too that not all highways are created equal. Some are much busier, some are much more dangerous, some are not as bad. Some may look a lot worse on Google Maps. When you get there, you're going to see just a car or two going by, kind of like living on a busy street. So very important to go to the home in person to kind of assess from there. One major drawback is obviously car dependency. If you have small children, even if you have kids in high school or middle school, just very hard and you're a little bit isolated here just on the side of the highway. So tough to get out and tough to just get out for a stroll a lot of times, especially if you just want to take a quick walk with the stroller. You're going to be very car dependent if you're choosing a location like this. All right, so let's go inside now. So one thing I'm actively listening for is noise by the highway. So standing right by the door, you can definitely hear the cars going by. We're right here in the living room. So that's definitely something to consider. When you're buying by a busy road, by the highway, it could be any busy road, you want to consider the setback. And what the setback is simply how far the house is set back from the curve or the street. So the shorter the setback, obviously the more you're going to hear in terms of the street. Nice sized bedrooms here. And you definitely want your bedrooms to be further set back from the street as well. So you can see here, one of the major advantages for this location, it's right by the elementary school. Clearly just walk and drop your kids off to school. Very close, very convenient. Another thing you're gonna see is a big backyard. You wouldn't be able to get this at this price point in better locations. So something to consider if you like a big backyard, this may be a good option for you, despite the location. Another thing you want to consider is the access points outside the house. So you can see on the front of the house there, you're obviously right on the highway. But if you look in the back of the house, you can see this house is right by an elementary school. And you want to look for access points on the side of the yard, maybe just a little bit off the street where you can take a stroller, take a walk, and then walk down into different areas of the neighborhood. So in a sense, you always want just kind of like a way just to get off the highway in the backyard if possible. That's something that's very underrated that a lot of people forget to look for. Above all, you want to consider the price. If you're buying this location, you want to buy at a substantial discount. These factors about children, about isolated, may not really matter to you. So every buyer's different. Some people want a quick access way in and out of their property. So it really depends on you, the buyer, on what specifically you're looking for. But you also want to buy smart and make sure you're buying at the right price, because a lot of times homes in this location are going to be a little bit more tougher to sell just based on the location alone. You can visit our website, rockrealty.com, to view all of our available listings in one place. Our website features a wide range of properties, allowing you to explore homes that may match your needs, preferences, and budget at your own pace.